Welcome to 101 Awakening. This is your birth certificate rights. In order for this post to make sense to you, please watch part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is the glass of house, and part 2 is how you deal with the service industry of your choice. This is part 3, the chemicals and byproducts of the industries and how your body interacted with it inside and out. On my last post, we discussed about what is a direct-to-direct service, a direct-to-service, and a service-to-service industries. Direct-to-direct service is basically exchanging a service with another person and where money is visible in the exchange of that service. A direct-to-service means you can either pay Mr. Wong in cash or in plastic card. A service-to-service is now you're only paying by plastic cards to every different kinds of industries that you deal with other than Mr. Wong. Because you own the corporation, you have to make sure to track all your investment funds from all these industries. Remember, every industry that deals with money, paper money, you cannot track whether they are paying you taxes to your corporation. But if people use plastic card, you know that every transactions they do on that plastic payment will pay taxes to your corporation. So now let's discuss how the chemicals and byproducts affected your body and why all these industries are trying to kill you. So the first culprit of the industry trying to benefit from your health is the medical industry. After all, they're the one who's going to be filling out that birth certificate of yours, right? They're the one who's going to be filling out your information of how much you weigh, your length, width, and height, because that will account for your bond certificate when they sell you. Remember, your corporation, whoever is managing it, got greedy. So now they want to keep track of every child being born on Earth. So now your corporation will ask the medical industry to keep an eye on you while you're growing inside your mother's belly. The medical industry will advise your parents how to keep you strong and healthy while you're growing inside your mother. It's up to your mother how she will feed herself in order to feed you the right nutrients while you're growing inside of her. Just keep in mind that while you're inside your mother's belly, everybody wants to see you healthy. Remember, while you're inside your mother's belly, everybody wants to see a healthy baby delivered. But as soon as they filled out that birth certificate form, now every industry are in it to create a murder on your soul. And let's see how it's done. So as a baby, you are given a bottle of formula. A formula is a list of ingredients that's inside the product that you just purchased. For example, what is an ammonium bicarbonate? That is a formula of this industry that put this ingredient into this product. But you don't really know what's inside that bicarbonate formula because it's a proprietary formula of that one industry. So if this product has 30 different ingredients that I cannot read because they're all chemicals, they could be coming from many different industries to create this product with their own formulas put together. So you don't really know what the formula is because they will never tell you that. But if I look at the ingredients of this product, it just says water, soybeans, wheat, salt, and sugar. So based on the product examples, I can now make a better decision whether I should be buying products with unknown ingredients that I cannot read because I know they're chemicals, or should I be buying products that I can relate to. So you see, right from the start, you just came out from your mother's womb and they're trying to shove you already some kind of a milk formula already, a chemical-based formula of some kind. The medical industry will further tell your parents how to feed you on your growing stages of life. First, they tell you you have to eat liquid food, Then they start slowly putting you into a more solid food. As you can see, as you are growing up, you have more and more selections of food to eat. Not only are they tracking you on what you are consuming, they're also tracking your parents' purchases. Because remember, if your parent is using a plastic card, they have access to every information that your parents bought for you. They want to make sure you're playing with plastic toys that are chemical based. They want to make sure that you're using their electronic gadgets to disturb your mind already at a young age. They fill up the television with different stories that you can relate to, so you may want all of them for yourself. All chemicals and byproducts of the industry. Why they call them television. They tell a lie on the vision that you see in their channels. Because that's what they're doing. They're channeling something to you that you do not need. But they know with a corrupt mind, you will buy into their lies. So everything from your head to toes is full of chemicals and byproducts. Because not only will your parents feed you chemicals and byproducts, but they will also bathe you and clothe you with it. Remember, it's not your parents' fault because they were also indoctrinated as a child. So they're just passing the knowledge that they learned to you. So the medical industry, the banking industry, and the food industry are the main culprits of your life. And any other industries aside from them are just a surplus to yourself. The food industries are all ganging up together to make sure you eat byproducts and chemicals. These byproducts and chemicals will now make you sick. If it makes you sick, you will now run to the medical industries for help. The medical industry will now prescribe you all medications of more chemicals and byproducts in your body. Those medications might help you as a short-term solution, but in the long term, it will make you really, really ill. Because remember, they're just a formula of different medications from different industries of meds. So if you look at all your medications, how many different companies made your medications? You see, they're all proprietary formula from each different company, and now you are putting them inside your body. Now they're going to write a prescription for you, and they're going to tell you to come back and see us for more, and we will refill it for you. So all these industries are like doctors. They're going to try and sell you something that your body do not need. So you can then run to your bank and spend all your hard-earned money. So every industry they create, they will have to find ways on how to sell you that product in order to lower down your energy. Because the lower your energy is, the more sicker you get. The more sicker you get, the closer you are to dying, and every industry can now benefit from the bonds of your head. Your trust fund. Remember, they are all trying to embezzle your trust fund however they can. On part 4, I'm going to continue to discuss the chemical and byproducts and how, as a parent or as an adult, we are responsible for raising our children the right way, ensuring that our children are always operating in high energy so the industries cannot take advantage of them, and you can claim the rights to your child's trust fund. So I'll see you on part 4.